Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about chicken fajitas. We're putting it all on the blackstone griddle. You guys, stay tuned. So this is the deal. We have a huge family get together coming over today, celebrating a 40th birthday party. Not mine. Not mine. All right, this is the deal. I did chicken thighs. Why? Because our meat is going to be in the oven. I'm trying to get everything prepped. It's not one of those things where you cook it and serve it immediately. The benefit of chicken thighs versus chicken breast, it has a ton of fat, which helps stay moist, okay? I've taken 2 whole family packs of chicken thighs. I've taken the skins off, deboned them, took all the nonsense off there that I could, and I've marinated it overnight. We got this in a mail call. I don't know how you guys taste seasonings. I opened it up, licked my finger, put it in there. It's dang good. Dang good, okay? And you guys know that I use that gunpowder seasoning a lot. This was sent in one of the packages. I haven't really found the right time to use it. And sure enough, with that lime kick, I seasoned the chicken thighs with this and this lime pepper. Absolutely fantastic combination. All right, so this is what we got. We got 4 large bell peppers. We got about 4 large onions, or 3 large onions sliced thin, and 6 Roma tomatoes. Like I said, all that chicken had been marinated overnight. It's extremely cold today. So our blackstone griddle is actually on a medium, not a low, because it's got to stay up to temp. This is a lot of product going on. Since we are going to cook this, let it rest and put it in the oven until everybody gets here, because I got other things to do. This is my idea. I'm going to cook the chicken first. All that blackening, all that seasoning is going to adhere to the griddle. We're going to work with it a little bit, but then we're going to deglaze it with the vegetables, and that's going to help season the vegetables. So we're not going to season the vegetables too much, okay? Last but not least, I don't know if you guys see the smoke rolling through here, but it's almost like choking me. We got some Mexican-style chorizo and sausage stuffed bacon-wrapped smoked jalapenos, so you guys can check out that video. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's go. As you can see, the different types of chicken. This is thick, this is thin. The chicken is going to cook at different times. It's very important for you guys to have an instant read thermometer. I'm going to be checking it regularly and then pulling the chicken as it's done. All right, my griddle is really rocking and rolling. Remember, I had it on a medium. I'm going to turn it down to back down to low. It's caught back up. When you add that much protein or vegetables or cold items, it really takes your temperature down on your griddle, so you got to adjust. That's why I started on medium. Woo. See what kind of color we got here. Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, yeah. See that crust right there? That's perfect. Now, here's a trick. I always try to teach you something. When I seasoned my meat, I laid it out way on a huge sheet tray, but I did skin side down. You take the skin off when you do it yourself, skin side down, but then I seasoned the flesh side, which is the top side, okay? Then I mixed it around and just marinated all together. So whatever little seasoning got on the back side is just a bonus. And the reason why I do that is because presentation side is typically like this. Right? That's a good one right there. What I didn't want to do is over season the skin side and have that the first side to be on the griddle, and then it burns, because your seasoning's going to burn faster than getting that good crust. So that's just kind of like a tip. We can always add some seasonings once we start chopping everything up and tasting everything. That looks good. We talked about hot spots on the griddle. You guys noticed when I flipped it? We got 2 really good chars right there. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's kind of like expected, right? Because the middle on this griddle is the hottest. So what I like to do is take the ones that you know aren't getting the heat that you need, especially the fatter pieces. Just go ahead and rotate your chicken, right? You don't want your thinnest pieces of chicken like this to be in your hottest zone. All right, just got done tipping all that chicken. Make sure it's the temperature you like. Since they're thighs, I went a little bit higher. I went to about 165. We are going to put it back on the grill. And this one was the one that kept, wasn't ready. So while that chicken's resting, you see all that fond on that griddle? That is pure chicken fat. That's actually a lot of flavor. So instead of getting rid of it and cleaning it, I'm gonna cook the vegetables in it, okay? Just leave it down. And let all those onions and peppers and stuff like that, I'm gonna add the tomatoes a little bit later. Pick up all that flavor that was just left over on the griddle. You got the Mexican seasonings, that lime pepper. And the moisture in these vegetables are actually gonna help bring that flavor back up. It's gonna actually help clean your griddle. Cool little trick. Got some homemade grapefruit and lime margaritas that we made.
With the pinky up.
Fresh cracked pepper and salt. You see all that coming up? That, my friends, is flavors. Woo! See how thick this thigh is? Everything else was done. I didn't let me hold it hostage. I did not let it hold me hostage. So I just let it stay on the griddle a little bit longer. Not a big deal. All right, now that we got some color, our vegetables are getting tender. This is when I add the tomatoes. When you guys are cooking something like this, and gals, you got to kind of like remember in the back of your mind, right? You don't want to overcook now. If you overcook now and you go into the hot box, or oven, whatever, for 45 minutes to an hour, X amount of time, right? It's going to continue to cook. So you can't kill it now and then kill it again in the oven, okay? So words of advice there. Salt, pepper on the tomatoes as well. This is going to create a lot of steam as well, a lot of moisture. So this will happen very fast. I'm going to cut this out of the griddle for right now. I'm going to keep my griddle on low. Quick clean. All right, so this is my idea. I just think it helps keep the chicken moist. I think that's very important, especially when doing fajitas or anything when you got a crowd over, right? You don't want that dry chicken. Ain't nobody here for dry chicken. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can tell how moist it is.
Let me try a bite.
I think you use a little bit more spice. I do. We did our video on, what was it? How to cook on a flat top grill. And actually we used bone-in chicken thighs because the idea was they're extremely hard to overcook and you can learn a lot of things with them. I think it's one of the very versatile and unutilized proteins that someone can have. I really do. That and a pork tenderloin.
And they're cheaper.
God, these things are good. That crust.
That is good. It's
Just
really
look how
good.
moist that is. That's why I went with chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. Not saying you can't have moist chicken breast, but as it stays in the oven for longer periods of time, it does have a tendency to dry out. All right, now that we got all that chicken cut up, I like a little zest to mine. I love lime. I love it, love it, love it, love it. We're gonna put that on there. Don't forget your juices. What I'd like to do before we even go on the griddle is just go ahead and season it one more time. The reason why I'm seasoning it now versus put it on the griddle gets hot, right? You don't want to overcook this stuff. Keep it moist. You worked all that hard to make sure you got moist chicken. Last thing you want to do is get stuck and you can't get your chicken off the griddle fast enough to keep it moist. See all that moisture from the vegetables? That's what I'm talking about. That's a good way to deglaze your griddle. It's a good way to clean as you go, picking up all that extra flavor. And there you go. Chicken fajita for a crowd. Woo! Woo.
That's how you feed a crowd, honey.
I'm gonna tell you what, we tasted off camera.
It is excellent.
Right on time. I hardly ever do that. No matter how much I try, timing's really hard for me. We're an hour ahead of schedule, which is exactly what I planned on. That's why I wanted to do chicken thighs. With everything else going on and filming, I did not want to be out here while everybody else was inside. So we got our oven on, warm. It's about 165 is our warm temperature on our oven. So I'm just gonna wrap it up. We've got, I made Mexican rice ahead of time. It's in there. I made homemade refried beans. It's in there. We got this. I made 6.5 pounds of taco meat. It's in there. We got our shells. I did not make homemade tortillas.
Yeah, that would have been a little too much.
Homemade margarita or homemade tortillas, you guys pick. But you can just see how much how moist the chicken thighs stay. That's good seasoning. I like it. Yeah, that's legit all day. Not over seasoned.
Not over seasoned. I didn't want it to be over seasoned.
I don't either.
It's nice to be able to actually taste the chicken and vegetables.
I 100% agree. By the time you add all your condiments on there, yeah, that's a good one.
That's good, babe. Good call on the chicken thighs too.
All right, guys, there you go. Griddle cooking can be easy. It's about the prep, understanding the process, learning a couple tricks along the way. I think one of the keys was seasoning the chicken thighs, flesh side, not the skin side. Allowing that skin, even though there's not any, but you don't understand what I'm saying, the skin side, to do its thing. And I think it just changes the flavor. If you guys are interested, we have a join button down below to membership program, and we thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Check us out on the Griddle group on Facebook as we talk about griddles, talk about food. I got stuff on the smoker right now. Let's talk about it. What is your inspiration? We love to see what you guys are making. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace.
Okay, we got more cooking to do, honey. You're not done yet.
Chef snack.